Welcome, spiritual warriors, to Soulful Aura. If you're here, it's not by accident. There is a reason why you've been drawn to this moment, a reason why your soul has led you to this path. Deep inside, you know you are different, set apart, chosen for something extraordinary. The struggles you've faced, the inner calling that never seems to fade, the sense that you're destined for a purpose beyond the ordinary, all of it points to a higher truth. You are one of the chosen ones. But what does it mean to be chosen? It's not just about a title or a special label, it's about embracing the power that lies dormant within you, a power waiting to be unleashed. It's about awakening to your true potential, stepping into your role as a force of light in a world that desperately needs it. It's about arming yourself with the ultimate spiritual tool, the sacred sword, a symbol of divine truth and inner clarity that cuts through the darkness of doubt and illusion. In this journey together, we will explore what it means to be a chosen one, uncover the traits that mark your soul, and teach you how to wield this sacred sword to protect your energy, fulfill your mission, and transform your life. This isn't just another spiritual discussion, it's a call to rise, to awaken, and to walk the path you were always meant to walk. So, take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's begin. The time to unleash your potential is now. Throughout history, the idea of chosen ones has resonated across cultures and spiritual traditions. These are individuals believed to be selected or destined for a special purpose, often marked by spiritual gifts, unique callings, or profound life experiences. The chosen ones are not merely an elite class, but rather people who seem to operate under a different set of spiritual principles, guided by a higher power, fate, or cosmic force. Their paths often come with significant challenges, but also with the potential for remarkable transformation and influence. The concept of the ultimate sword serves as a metaphor for spiritual strength and divine protection. For chosen ones, this sword represents the spiritual tools and practices that empower them to navigate life's trials while fulfilling their mission. In this text, we explore the struggles, spiritual principles, and strategies that chosen ones can employ to unleash their potential and protect their path. The ultimate goal is to encourage the awakening and empowerment of these individuals, equipping them with insights and practices to live authentically and purposefully. The belief in chosen ones is not confined to one culture or religious tradition, rather, it is a recurring theme in many ancient and modern spiritual narratives. Across different belief systems, chosen ones are seen as individuals who possess a special connection with the divine, a heightened sense of destiny, or spiritual authority that sets them apart from the masses. In ancient Judaism, the concept of being chosen by God is evident in the Hebrew Bible. The Israelites were considered God's chosen people, tasked with the responsibility of upholding divine laws and serving as a light to the nations. Prophets like Moses and Elijah were also viewed as chosen individuals who carried a significant burden of spiritual leadership, often facing rejection and hardship. Ancient Egyptian spirituality revered certain individuals as messengers or incarnations of the gods, possessing unique spiritual insight or power. The pharaohs were considered divine rulers, chosen by the gods to maintain Ma'at cosmic order, and they often wielded symbols of power, such as the crook and flail, akin to spiritual swords for protecting their realm. In Hinduism, the Bhagavad Gita tells the story of Arjuna, a warrior who struggles with his duty on the battlefield. His spiritual guide, Krishna, reveals to him the deeper cosmic purpose behind his path as a Kshatriya warrior, encouraging him to wield his sword not just in battle but as an instrument of divine justice and dharma. Even in Greek mythology, figures like Perseus and Hercules were seen as semi-divine heroes, chosen to undertake difficult quests that often involved confronting dark forces. Their weapons, such as the sword of Perseus, were not just physical tools but symbols of their divine mandate. The 20th and 21st centuries have seen a resurgence of interest in the concept of the chosen one, with movements such as the New Age, esotericism, and even certain branches of Christianity emphasizing personal spiritual awakening and destiny. The Lightworker movement, for instance, identifies individuals who are believed to be chosen to bring healing, truth, and enlightenment to a spiritually fragmented world. Contemporary figures like Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, and Nelson Mandela are often viewed as modern-day chosen ones, not necessarily because they had supernatural abilities, but because their lives exemplified extraordinary commitment to a higher cause, facing trials that tested their spirits and strengthened their resolve. The concept of the chosen one is alive and well in our modern world, evolving and expanding beyond traditional religious frameworks. As humanity navigates an era marked by rapid technological change, environmental challenges, and social upheaval, the emergence of individuals who seem destined to uplift, heal, or transform society resonates deeply. These contemporary chosen ones are not confined to the realms of ancient prophets or mythological heroes. Instead, they manifest in the everyday struggle for justice, truth, and spiritual awakening, offering a guiding light for a world searching for meaning. The modern era has ushered in an age where spiritual awakening is no longer the exclusive domain of religious institutions. Many people feel a deep, inner call that transcends established dogma, urging them to explore the mysteries of consciousness and the universe in new ways. This phenomenon is especially evident within movements such as the New Age and esotericism, where personal experience and self-realization are at the forefront of spiritual development. These modern spiritual movements encourage individuals to see themselves as co-creators of their reality, capable of shaping their destinies through intention, meditation, and conscious living. In this sense, the concept of the chosen one shifts from being a title bestowed by an external authority to an intrinsic recognition of one's inner calling. It is an acknowledgement of the soul's yearning to align with a higher purpose and contribute positively to the world. The light worker movement embodies this evolving understanding of the chosen one. Light workers are believed to be souls who have chosen, before incarnating, to assist humanity in its collective awakening and healing process. They are said to possess a heightened sensitivity to energy, an innate desire to help others, and a profound sense of mission. 4. Light workers, being a chosen one is not a matter of privilege, but a responsibility, a call to serve, to heal, and to bring light into the darkest corners of the world. This movement suggests that chosen ones are not a rarity, rather, they are becoming more numerous as the world enters a critical phase of transformation. The increasing presence of light workers can be seen as a response to a world in crisis, a spiritual antidote to the rising tide of division, materialism, and environmental degradation. Their work often involves practices such as energy healing, mindfulness meditation, activism, and creative arts, all aimed at raising the collective vibration and consciousness of humanity. While the role of the chosen one in the modern world carries a certain allure, it is not without its trials. Like the heroes of ancient texts, contemporary chosen ones often face significant internal and external struggles. Their heightened awareness can make them more susceptible to feelings of overwhelm, disconnection, or existential despair. The weight of the world's suffering may rest heavily on their shoulders, leading to burnout or a sense of inadequacy when they cannot meet the high standards they set for themselves. Moreover, the path of the chosen one is not always recognized or supported by mainstream society. Those who walk it may encounter skepticism, mockery, or outright opposition, especially when their views challenge established norms. As a result, many chosen ones experience feelings of isolation, much like their ancient counterparts who wandered the deserts or faced persecution. Yet, these challenges are not signs of failure, they are the crucible through which the chosen one's resolve is tempered and strengthened. In a spiritual sense, the trials faced by modern chosen ones can be understood as initiation's rites of passage that prepare the soul for its higher purpose. Joseph Campbell's concept of the hero's journey offers a useful framework for understanding this process. According to Campbell, the hero's journey involves stages of departure, initiation, and return. The hero must leave the comfort of the familiar, face ordeals that test their strength and integrity, and finally return transformed, bringing back wisdom or a boon to benefit others. For the chosen one, trials serve as spiritual catalysts, forcing them to confront their deepest fears and doubts. It is through the act of facing these challenges that the chosen one discovers the true depth of their inner strength and the purity of their mission. The process is akin to the alchemical transformation, where the soul is purified through the fires of suffering and emerges as gold, refined, enlightened, and empowered. One of the paradoxes faced by many modern chosen ones is the tension between spiritual abundance and material scarcity. In a world that often equates success with financial wealth, chosen ones may struggle to reconcile their inner richness with external circumstances that appear lacking. This disconnect can be particularly challenging for those who feel a strong call to serve humanity but find themselves constrained by financial limitations. However, spiritual abundance is not measured by the amount of money in one's bank account, but by the depth of one's connection to the divine and the ability to manifest spiritual gifts in the world. Many great spiritual teachers have lived lives of material simplicity, yet they were rich in compassion, wisdom, and inner peace. The challenge for modern chosen ones is to learn to cultivate a sense of sufficiency and gratitude, trusting that the universe will provide what is needed to fulfill their mission. For the chosen one, the key to unlocking true spiritual power lies in aligning one's personal will with the divine will. This alignment transforms the ego-driven desire for recognition or achievement into a humble acceptance of one's role as a servant of the divine plan. When a chosen one surrenders their ego, they become a channel through which higher consciousness can flow, allowing them to accomplish things that would be impossible through their own efforts alone. Aligning with the divine will requires the cultivation of deep inner listening. Practices such as prayer, meditation, and contemplative silence can help the chosen one attune to the subtle guidance of the soul. When the chosen one acts from this place of alignment, they find that their actions are imbued with a sense of grace and ease, and the right opportunities seem to manifest naturally. In spiritual traditions, the sword often represents truth, justice, and the power to cut through illusion. For the modern chosen one, the sword of truth serves as both a weapon and a tool for personal transformation. It symbolizes the ability to discern reality from illusion, to speak with authenticity, and to stand firm in one's convictions, even in the face of opposition. Wielding the sword of truth requires courage, for it often means going against the grain of conventional thinking or challenging societal norms. It involves speaking out against injustice, even when doing so may provoke criticism or backlash. Yet, for the chosen one, this is not an option but a necessity. Their very existence is a testament to the pursuit of higher truth and the willingness to defend it. The chosen one can strengthen their connection to the sword of truth through meditation. Visualizing a bright flame at the center of the heart, they can imagine this flame growing stronger, purifying all thoughts and emotions that do not align with their highest truth. As the flame burns brighter, it represents the sharpening of the sword, allowing the chosen one to wield it with greater clarity and conviction. The modern world is filled with distractions and misinformation. Practicing discernment involves being mindful of what one consumes, whether it is media, relationships, or even food. By choosing to engage only with what resonates with the highest truth, the chosen one hones their ability to see through deception and maintain their spiritual focus. Words carry energy, and for the chosen one, speaking with intention can be a powerful way to manifest truth. Using affirmations, sacred mantras, or decrees, the chosen one can call forth divine qualities, such as courage, wisdom, and love, into their life. The spoken word becomes a tool for creating reality, an extension of the sword of truth that shapes the world according to the divine will. The path of the chosen one is not solely about personal enlightenment, it is about service to the greater whole. In an interconnected world, the healing of one individual contributes to the healing of all. As chosen ones awaken to their true nature, they naturally inspire others to do the same. Their presence becomes a catalyst for transformation, triggering a chain reaction that spreads light and consciousness throughout society. This collective awakening is often referred to as the Great Shift, a period in which humanity undergoes a profound change in consciousness, moving from separation to unity, from fear to love. Chosen ones are seen as the harbingers of this shift, their mission being to prepare humanity for the birth of a new spiritual paradigm. This does not mean that they are here to save the world, but rather to guide it towards its own awakening, offering wisdom and support to those who are ready. To be a chosen one in today's world is to embrace a life of purpose, service, and spiritual growth. It means accepting that one's journey will involve trials, yet recognizing that these trials are opportunities for transformation. It is to wield the sword of truth with integrity, to walk the path with humility, and to be a beacon of light in times of darkness. The path of the chosen one is not an easy one, nor is it meant to be. It is a journey fraught with trials, introspection, and often profound loneliness. Yet, these experiences serve as the furnace in which the soul is refined, and the higher self is forged. To truly understand the nature of being a chosen one, we must delve deeper into the characteristics that set them apart and explore how these traits unfold along the spiritual path. A heightened sensitivity is one of the hallmarks of the chosen one's experience. This trait goes beyond empathy or emotional awareness. It is a visceral, almost cellular level of connection to the energetic landscape. Chosen ones often report feeling the weight of collective emotions, sensing when there are disturbances in the spiritual field, or even intuitively knowing when something significant is about to happen. This sensitivity can be both a gift and a burden. On one hand, it allows chosen ones to connect deeply with others, understand their pain, and offer solace. On the other hand, it can be overwhelming, especially in environments filled with negativity, conflict, or chaos. The chosen one must learn to navigate these energetic currents with discernment, developing spiritual practices that help ground and protect their own energy. Techniques such as visualization, shielding, and grounding rituals become essential tools for maintaining balance amidst the storms of life. The sense of purpose that chosen ones experience is not just an intellectual understanding but a soul-deep knowing that permeates their entire being. It often manifests as a restlessness or a longing for something greater, something beyond the mundane routines of everyday life. Even from a young age, chosen ones may feel out of place, as if they are meant to do something extraordinary, though they may not yet know what it is. This inner calling often unfolds gradually, like pieces of a puzzle slowly coming together. The chosen one may find themselves drawn to certain topics, people, or experiences that, at first glance, seem unrelated. Over time, however, these seemingly random interests converge to reveal a larger picture, pointing toward the mission they are meant to fulfill. Embracing this purpose requires courage and the willingness to step into the unknown, often without a clear map or guarantee of success. Rejection and isolation are recurrent themes in the lives of chosen ones. These experiences are not accidental, they are sacred initiations that push the chosen one to find strength within themselves. When others cannot see or understand the chosen one's unique perspective, it forces a turning inward, a journey into the depths of the soul where true power resides. In a spiritual sense, isolation serves to purify. It strips away the distractions and external validations that often cloud our connection to the divine. In moments of deep loneliness, the chosen one is given an opportunity to experience the intimacy of the divine presence, to commune with the higher self, and to cultivate an inner sanctuary that cannot be shaken by the outer world. This process is reminiscent of the mystics who, throughout history, withdrew from society to seek enlightenment, emerging transformed and carrying wisdom that could only be gained in solitude. The lives of chosen ones are often marked by unexplained struggles or hardships that seem to occur in a pattern. These challenges may manifest as health issues, family dysfunction, financial struggles, or traumatic events. At first glance, they appear as random misfortunes. However, when viewed through a spiritual lens, these struggles serve a higher purpose. They are the soul's preparation ground. Every trial encountered by the chosen one is a lesson disguised as adversity. These experiences shape the soul, teaching resilience, compassion, and wisdom that can only come through personal hardship. The chosen one learns not only to survive, but to thrive amidst challenges, developing the strength needed to fulfill their higher purpose. Moreover, these struggles forge empathy, enabling them to guide and heal others who face similar battles. Spiritual gifts often lie dormant within the chosen one until moments of crisis or awakening bring them to the surface. These gifts may include heightened intuition, the ability to heal, communicate with spiritual realms, or experience prophetic dreams. Such abilities are not random talents, they are tools granted to support the chosen one in their mission. The awakening of spiritual gifts is frequently preceded by periods of intense personal transformation, such as a dark night of the soul or a profound mystical experience. These moments serve as catalysts, breaking down the old paradigms and clearing the way for the emergence of higher faculties. It is as though the soul is breaking free from a chrysalis, emerging as a being of greater spiritual power and understanding. However, spiritual gifts come with a responsibility. They must be used with integrity and for the benefit of others, not for personal gain or manipulation. The chosen one must continually strive to align their intentions with the highest good, seeking to act as a conduit for divine will rather than merely imposing their desires on the world. For the chosen one, the sacred sword is not a physical weapon but a symbol of spiritual truth and clarity. It represents the power to cut through illusions and see the underlying spiritual reality. In the modern age, where distractions and deceptions abound, the ability to wield this sword is more crucial than ever. The sacred sword allows the chosen one to discern the genuine from the false, to recognize when they are being misled by appearances or lower vibrations. It also grants the strength to speak the truth, even when it is uncomfortable or unpopular. The chosen one's words carry a vibrational potency, piercing through the veils that obscure the hearts and minds of others, awakening them to a higher state of awareness. The chosen one must continually engage in self-reflection, examining their thoughts, motivations, and actions. This inner work ensures that the sacred sword remains sharp and unclouded by personal ego. Practices such as journaling, shadow work, and conscious self-inquiry are invaluable for this purpose. The chosen one's spiritual power is amplified through acts of service. By serving others, they become a living embodiment of the sacred sword, channeling truth and love into the world. Service purifies the soul, keeping it aligned with the divine will. The process of transmuting pain into power is central to the chosen one's spiritual journey. Every wound carries within it the potential for profound healing and transformation. The chosen one learns to take the raw energy of suffering and transmute it into higher states of consciousness, turning lead into gold, so to speak. This alchemical process involves embracing the full depth of one's pain without denial, seeing it as a sacred teacher rather than an adversary. It requires a willingness to enter the crucible of suffering and emerge reborn. Through this process, the chosen one gains a deeper understanding of the human condition and the mysteries of the soul. Their very presence becomes a beacon of hope, demonstrating to others that pain can indeed be transformed into wisdom and darkness into light. Besides, the chosen one's journey is about embracing authenticity, living in alignment with the soul's highest truth. This authenticity is not merely about being true to oneself in a superficial sense, but embodying the deepest spiritual truths in everyday life. It is about walking the talk, being the light that one wishes to see in the world. To live authentically as a chosen one is to continually seek union with the divine while navigating the material plane. It is to act with courage, love, and humility, allowing the inner light to shine forth regardless of external circumstances. In doing so, the chosen one fulfills their role as a spiritual catalyst, awakening others to their own divine nature and guiding them along the path of spiritual evolution. The world today needs the light of the chosen ones more than ever. In a time of spiritual fragmentation, they stand as the bearers of a timeless truth, that every soul has the potential to awaken, transform, and contribute to the healing of the world. By embracing their path with grace and determination, chosen ones not only fulfill their sacred mission but also help humanity step into a new era of spiritual enlightenment and collective awakening. The path of a chosen one is rarely easy. In many ways, the trials and tribulations faced by these individuals act as both a test and a means of spiritual refinement. This chapter delves into the nature of these struggles and offers insight into why chosen ones often experience greater difficulties. From an early age, chosen ones may sense that they do not quite fit into conventional social structures. They might possess interests or views that are considered unconventional, and their spiritual experiences can be difficult for others to understand. The feeling of being an outsider is common, and while it can foster a sense of uniqueness, it can also lead to deep loneliness. This difference is not a defect, but a signal of their spiritual path. It can push chosen ones to search for deeper truths and to question societal norms, leading to significant personal growth and discovery. The burden is part of the process, shaping them into resilient individuals who are capable of great compassion and insight. Many spiritual traditions acknowledge the existence of forces that oppose light and truth. For chosen ones, this often manifests as increased spiritual warfare or psychic attacks. These can take the form of negative thoughts, discouragement, inexplicable physical ailments, or even direct spiritual interference. It is believed that such experiences are a sign that one is close to fulfilling their purpose, with dark forces attempting to derail their path. Understanding spiritual warfare as a refining process rather than a punishment helps chosen ones to develop inner strength and resilience. Techniques such as prayer, meditation, energy clearing, and visualization of protective symbols, like the ultimate sword, are essential practices for maintaining spiritual health. A common struggle for chosen ones is economic hardship. Despite possessing great talent, intelligence, or spiritual gifts, many find themselves facing financial challenges. This can be partly due to societal values that do not prioritize spiritual or humanitarian pursuits, as well as the unconventional paths that chosen ones often follow. Moreover, their life experiences and outlook can be difficult for others to relate to, leading to misunderstandings or marginalization. However, these hardships serve as lessons in detachment, humility, and faith, cultivating virtues that prepare chosen ones for the responsibilities of their higher calling. The ultimate sword is more than just a symbol; it represents the inner strength, clarity, and spiritual authority necessary to overcome the challenges faced by chosen ones. This chapter will explore the various dimensions of the sword as a metaphor for personal empowerment. Across different cultures, the sword has been a powerful emblem of truth, justice, and spiritual authority. In Christianity, the sword of the Spirit represents the Word of God, cutting through falsehoods and providing divine protection. In Buddhism, Manjushri's sword of wisdom is said to slice through ignorance, illuminating the mind with insight. The samurai's katana in Japanese culture is not only a weapon but also a symbol of the warrior's honor and spiritual journey. The process of forging a katana mirrors the spiritual journey itself, a process of heating, folding, and shaping that transforms raw material into a perfected instrument. Similarly, chosen ones are spiritually forged by life's trials, emerging stronger and more capable of wielding their sword for righteous purposes. The ultimate sword represents the chosen one's ability to stand firm in their truth, wielding their spiritual authority with confidence. It is not a weapon of aggression but of defense and illumination, used to dispel darkness and protect one's spiritual integrity. As chosen ones strengthen their inner resolve, they become better equipped to handle adversities and act as guiding lights for others. To wield the ultimate sword effectively, one must cultivate specific spiritual practices. Meditation, prayer, and self-reflection are crucial in sharpening the mind and spirit, making it easier to discern between what is true and false, right and wrong. The sword becomes an extension of the will, cutting away distractions and guiding the chosen one toward their higher purpose.